Why hello everybody, Spencer here, also known as Screen Speak, and in today's video, this is my review for Venom, spoiler review for Venom, The Last Dance. So without further ado, let's discuss. Alright guys, don't know if there's thunder outside, don't know what's going on with the weather today. It's dark out, it was dark when we came out of the movie, but I have some information, you know, that stuff that they always talk about when they, before talking about the video, I always forget what the word's called. Stuff I want to get to you guys. Information. Be sure to click that card up there if you want to watch the vlog. I made a vlog with my friends coming out of this movie. There's lots of stuff I'm going to talk about today. There's going to be the good, the bad, and the ugly of this film. The last of the Venom trilogy. I definitely liked it, but there's issues. So we're going to get to that. But be sure to click the card there if you want to check out the car ride back home, back to the campus from the movie theater. I kind of like the vibe that we're doing. Like, I don't like, I wish I was getting each person's, like, thoughts, but the person sitting next to me on the car ride home, I don't want to do name reveal or anything like that, but he's a big Venom fan, as am I. I mean, I'm a Marvel fan, but he loves the Venom movies, and I have fun with them. I'll talk more about what I like. But, so we were vibing in the back seat together about the film, and I got some other general thoughts in the car, but I do enjoy the car ride talk, but I wish it was like more of a vlog where you could see everyone. But other than that, click the card if you want to watch. So the soundtrack from this movie is done by Dan Deacon, and I don't know who he is, what else other movies he's done. I'm sure there's very niche things. I looked him up to see like what the soundtrack was. I listened to a little bit before the movie. But the one song in particular, the song that called hence The Last Dance, there's the song One Last Dance. I don't know who sings it, but I've just listened to it before making this review a couple times after seeing the movie when I listened to it in the end credits. Such a good song. I'm going to add it to my playlist, and I can't wait. I mean, it's such a good song. Go listen to it. I recommend, if you haven't seen the movie yet, go listen to the song, because it's just such a dang good song, and I'm like, it's so good. Love music so much. Love that song. Soundtrack's alright. It's just that I like the Venom, Venom Let There Be Carnage movies so much, and that soundtrack, when he's fighting Carnage, is so good that it's hard to really pinpoint what I liked about this soundtrack, but other than that, it was fine. I don't want us to talk about the soundtrack too much. It was fine. It was good. It was good stuff within the movie itself. Characters, I think, were alright. My favorite characters were Venom and Tom Hardy and Venom. Eddie and Venom. Like Tom Hardy's Eddie and then Tom Hardy's Venom. I like the bromance. And that's really all you get in this film. Like, let me be serious here. So, we get I don't even know how to say his damn name. Can I just pause here for a brief second? Let me go down here to the Chiwetel Ejiofor, who plays Baron Mordo in the MCU, is in this film as a military person, special ops, and then we get Juno Temple working in there as well, and we get my other favorite character, who is not there, working in the bar, who is he's in here somewhere. Cristo Fernandez, who's the bartender, who's football of his life from Ted Lasso. He was cool. Also, I did like the relationship that Eddie had with his dad. With his dad? Like getting the dad vibes when he was in the car with Risa Fons. Also, Risa Fons was not necessary. Ejiofor was not necessary at all. Like, he was fine in the role, but it was just not necessary. So it was just like, I wasn't sure what was going on. I understood the story, but I was like, why is this character involved? Like, why they get this actor? Like, oh, look, the multiverse. Like, look, there's this actor. I mean, I know it's just actor in the role, but Risa Fons is there with his family. Oh, look, guys, he played Lizard. Ha. And then I like the son vibe with Eddie, and then it's like, oh, aliens aren't real. I like that touching moment, like, oh, you'd be a good dad, how Venom said that. Sacrificing himself at the end, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, but again, it's all fun, silly action. I just feel like the characters weren't enough. And also, one of my negatives in this is that Michelle Williams' Anne wasn't there, and Dan, who they're the new boyfriend of Anne, because she was a big part of the first 2 Venom films, and that's something that drove me nuts about this movie. Like, just she's gone completely, and Dan, I don't know if it was because they didn't want Dan back, like they didn't want, like it just didn't fit. I don't know, and it made me feel like it didn't make me feel disappointed. It made me feel like, huh? So I don't know. Also, beyond that, it's like I have other negatives, but the new symbiotes were cool. The end battle with all these new symbiotes were cool. You get Agony. My friend sitting next to me who's a big Venom fan was like, "There's Agony," and I was frustrated, really frustrated when I was like, Detective Mulligan is Toxin, and my friend was like, "I'm glad you thought that because it wasn't Toxin. It was actually his Toxin that he was infused with. The symbiote got destroyed. He had a new symbiote that was green. There was also the Christmas lady was also a green symbiote. There was lots of cool symbiotes going around. Loved it, and I loved it. It was fun, silly action, right? All of that was cool, but the script was awful, like with Reese Vaughns and the hippie family. But like I said, I was disappointed that it wasn't really we got to see Detective Mulligan as a symbiote, but it wasn't Toxin. I was like, that frustrated me. I heard there were rumors that Toxin and Scream were going to be in this movie. Scream wasn't in the movie. I wish that happened. We saw symbiotes, but it wasn't really. And we didn't have, another negative is that, let's just kick right in this. Noel was disappointing as F. Like, let me be real here. I don't know if they're setting him up. What are they setting him up for? Because it really felt like nothing. It felt pointless. And I was talking to my friend at the end, like, you're a big Venom fan. Tell me where Noel's coming in. I'm like, okay, cool. They introduced the Necro Sword at the end of Eternals, and Blade's talking, and then he's gone. Like, we're not getting Blade. It better not come out. There's only one Blade. And, okay, they have the Necro Sword at the end of Eternals, but that's not where Noel's going to go. They're going to bring in Noel in the MCU. They're going to bring in Noel in Spider-Man 4. Hell no. And they can't bring him in Kraven. Who's going to defeat Noel? Kraven? Surely not. They're not bringing up They're not bringing back Madam Web. They're not bringing back Morbius. Definitely not Madam Web. And how is Kraven going to defeat Noel? I don't know. And Nolan has 2 voice lines. They're like, big bad Noel. He's not even there. He's not even the big bad. It's just this like xenophage thing. It was a cool creature design, but at the end of the day, it was like I love the Carnage fight. I love the Riot fight. Like, the first 2 Venom films were better than this one, in my personal opinion. I like, this was a fun watch. Like, I have to think about it more, but it's really not a film. Like, at the end of the day, I loved seeing Venom hop from horse to like fish. That was awesome, to frog. And in the end credit scene, when that song, The One Last Dance, is playing, there's like a penguin symbiote, a penguin Venom. I was like, that's so sick. Because penguins are my favorite animal. That's why I'm biased on the Penguins of Madagascar show and movie. But I love penguins. When I saw that penguin Venom, I'm like, that's cool. But other than that, everything was so far in between. I'm like, what are we doing with him? And by the way, Juno Temple's backstory, it was not necessary. Okay, it was cool. Yeah, she had this backstory with her brother, or she got electrocuted by lightning, and then she has the agony symbiote, and her arm isn't like fully electrocuted anymore. Okay, that was cool, but it wasn't like I spent time with this character. It was a new character. Let me be real. Films introduce new characters. But for a third movie in a trilogy to be about this bromance, introducing a new character, like, it didn't feel like... It felt like Venom, but it felt like... It didn't feel enough like Venom. If that makes any sense at all, because it I'm not as mad as, like, Secret Invasion, but I'm frustrated, like, we got Venom Carnage candy. Carnage candy, there's no Carnage. It felt like, you know what I feel like? Because Noah's there, and they're like, let's set Noah up for something else. But Noah feels perfect for these Venom movies. What they really should have done is they should have had, like, they should have just, like, had Venom fight Noah, like, build him up gradually throughout the films. Or better yet, if they wanted to build him up, like how they had Riot in the first film, or build up Carnage for, like, a third finale. Something like that. They didn't do anything. It didn't feel like this was a good finale, because it wasn't like you fought the big bad. Venom just dies, just sacrifices Eddie while taking down the xenophages with all the other symbiotes with things going on. It was fun stuff. I'm kind of getting out of breath. But anyway, it's like, cool. Venom's gone. Now how's Null? What's Null? And then Null, the mid-credit scene is Null, like, I'm going to kill everybody, or whatever the flip he says. I'm going to destroy your world. And it's like, how? Where? And what? You know, I was just talking about Agatha. What's happening? What's happening with Agatha? Where's Agatha going? Where's Null going? Oh, wait. Maybe when Agatha and Billy go to find Tommy, they run into Null. Maybe that's what happens. I don't give a damn clue. I'm frustrated. I'm gonna tell that to my friends. Maybe they run into each other. Oh my god. I don't know. Anyway, so Venom's gone. I don't know what's happening. And then they have this whole like flashback. Apologies for that. And they have this whole like flashback thing at the end with who's who bring back the memories, baby. So that's the song that plays, the memory song. And we get a lot of glimpses from the film we just were watching, and then we get glimpses from like the first Venom and like the ketchup scene with the splatters on him from Carnage and things like that. I'm like, I want to see more Carnage, like the memories from Carnage, but whatever. So I don't know. I really like Let There Be Carnage. To me, it's like that first film was so special. And let me be real here. I was at the end of this one. We were watching the credit scroll before the second end credit scene, and the second end credit scene is the bartender, the football is life guy, Fernandez guy from Ted Lasso, and he's like walking around like, hello? And this wreckage of stuff. And he's like, hello? And I'm like, okay, that was it? That's what I waited for? Like, I heard about it online, and I'm like, oh, cool, there's an end credit scene with him, yeah. I'm like, oh, that was it? Like, whatever. So, yeah, the no end credit scene was stupid in it. So, when the credits were scrolling, I'm like, oh, this brings me back when I saw the first Venom with my dad. When the first Venom ended, it had, meanwhile, in another universe, which was the first Spider-Verse tease. It was that end credit scene for Spider-Verse. That chase scene with Prowler and Miles. It was a great scene. I love the Spider-Verse films, and I was like, oh, this is sick. I can't wait to see this movie. Spider-Verse coming up. And that's what made the first Venom so special. This film, I could care less. I mean, I like the fun symbiote action, but other than that, like it was fun. But I'd rather watch the first Venom again because it had that introductory stuff to it, and it let you at the end. It teased you with another great film in the Sony universe. Let There Be Carnage is great with the Carnage villain, and even that end credit scene for Let There Be Carnage teases you with the No Way Home stuff. Like, where's this going? And you gotta watch No Way Home. This film meant nothing. Its end credit scenes mean nothing. Maybe they will mean something, but I don't care. That brings us into the future of the Sonyverse. The only thing I cared about is the next Spider-Verse. Better yet, they should have ended this movie with a tease for the next Spider-Verse. Calling it. They should have done it. Big waste. Let me just say that if you, like, because the first Venom film was, like, rotten by critics, similar to this one, was rotten by critics, and audiences liked it, but they had that tease for the first Spider-Verse. How cool would it have been to have the Beyond the Spider-Verse tease at the end of this movie, guys? We're setting it up. We're setting it up. Nope. Big waste. Anyway, that's where I think. I'm not excited for Kraven. The Kraven trailer looks interesting, but since we're done with Venom now, I watched Morbius twice. Still think it's a silly, terrible movie. Not as great as Venom, but dumb. Like I enjoy the cast, but Madam Web was even worse. Didn't even bother to go see that. I'm skipping on Kraven. Think the Sonyverse is canceled besides Spider-Verse, but everything else, the Spiderless universe, Spiderless Sonyverse, done. I saw this movie and I'm done. I'm sorry for other people if you're like if people are excited for Kraven, I applaud it. But I am tapped out. As John Campia, movie YouTuber I do watch, as he would say, I'm officially tapped out of this universe. I do apologize. I've had fun with it, as much fun as I could, but I don't know what's been going on, and it's a dang shame that it came to this. Because people say, "Oh, Marvel's dead. Oh, Star Wars is dead." But the trailer for Skeleton Crew just came out today, and I'm backing the Star Wars world now. I'm more excited for Star Wars than I am about this Sony. Like Venom was trash. I mean, this wasn't trash. It was fun. But it felt like they just lost it. It really feels like they've lost it. And I think that Let There Be Carnage was a better film than this one. And Let There Be Carnage was a 7 out of 10. This was a 6 out of 10. And you might be thinking, well, it's just 1 point lower. Yeah, but I almost felt like giving this a 5 out of 10. But the finale made it like a little bit redeemable, and so it's a 6. So, but it's still far in between like greatness. It's like, eh. So my rating is 6 out of 10. But if you enjoy the first 2 films, I recommend you go watch it. If you're looking for something to go watch it. But also, I mean, the Wild Robot and Transformers, I think, are now on digital. I mean, are now available to see at home. But I don't know. Go watch it if you really are really looking for something to watch in the theater. But it's not worth the wait. Especially that last end credit scene. Like, they should have put out the Beyond the Spider-Verse tease if they have anything. Other than that, I had something else in my head. I don't know. I don't know. I'm done. I literally had something else in the back of my head fizzling. Like, if you have to go watch it. Oh, but like 6 out of 10. That's what I would rate it. Like, it's just dumb fun. But I'm not saying like it's the best thing ever because it's not certified fresh. So, whatever. I'm complaining, but it's like whatever at this point. I just don't care. Anyway, I'm sorry. I had fun with it. That's all I can say. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and follow me. Be sure to follow me at Boba Fett Jedi Master. Link is down. Instagram link is down in the comment section below. Be sure to stay up to date. By the way, I'm posting this a little bit later. Like I said, the vlog is out. I put that out on Monday. I'm putting this out on Wednesday. I'm trying to do a new thing where I'm putting out these reviews earlier. I saw this movie later, a week later than usual. I apologize. But I'm trying to do a thing where I'm going to put out my reviews a little bit earlier if I can. If I can't, I'll put them out a week. But we'll have to see how that thing will go. We'll see. So anyway, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow me, and stay up to date on what's coming out soon. There's Arcane Part 1 coming out soon. Red 1's coming out. Cobra Kai Part 2 is coming out soon. Big things in November. So stay tuned. Keep a lookout for what's coming up soon on the channel, review-wise. And I am super pumped up for what's happening. I mean, there's stuff in November I'm very looking forward to. And Dune Prophecy! Dune Prophecy is coming. Super excited for all that stuff. So stay on the lookout. Stay tuned. Leave a like, subscribe, follow me. Don't forget to keep calm. And watch the screen. Peace out, everyone. Bye.